Hello, welcome back, and as always, I hope you're doing well. Right, before I start today guys, I want to let you know, over the next few days and over the weekend, I'll be sitting down and having a chat in here with Steve Kerridge about the forthcoming documentary, The Man, the Legend, the Icon, that's going to be shown at the Genesis in Whitechapel on the 6th of September. It's going to be a fantastic day. We've got some great surprises, but I'm going to sit down and have a chat with Steve all about that. So I'm quite looking forward to doing that in the Brucelee room. And on Sunday I'm having a Zoom chat with Brandon Bentley. You know Brandon Bentley, that does a lot of the audio commentaries and video essays on Kung Fu films, but for me, predominantly the Bruce Lee stuff. He's done stuff with Shout Factory, he's done stuff with Arrow and Eureka, I think, as well. But anyway, so yeah, plenty of chatting for Stripey Rambles over the next few days. Today's video, good friend of the channel, Elias Bosch. Alright, buddy? Messaged me a few weeks ago, well, quite a few weeks ago. He said he wanted to send me something. He wanted to send me a gift from America. And he did. He sent me this little beauty. Can you see that? It is actually a replica key from Little Joe Toronova. Little Joe was a protege, I do believe, of Jay Sebring. And he was Bruce Lee's hairstylist for a little while. He done Bruce Lee's hair while he was working on the Green Hornet, etc. There's a famous photo of Bruce and Joe sitting down having some food. And this is a replica key to Bruce Lee's third Jun Fan Kung Fu Institute. It was at 628 College Street, Los Angeles. Like I said, that was the third. Anyway, it came with a little photograph of Bruce and Joe Toronova. And it came with this lovely little card. And it says this: Bruce Lee's new Kung Fu school, located in Los Angeles, Chinatown, was open from 1967 to 1970 to selected students who were friends of the legendary Bruce Lee. Joe Toronova, Little Joe, who was also Bruce's personal hairstylist as well as for the TV show The Green Hornet, was one such friend. When Bruce Lee left for Hong Kong to pursue film opportunities there, he gave Little Joe his personal key to his Chinatown Kung Fu school, so that Joe could come to the studio and get things ready before the class would begin. It was an honour for Joe, knowing that Bruce trusted him to have full access to his personal space. This key that Bruce Lee gave Little Joe signifies a truly historical time and place where the most famous martial artist ever left his iconic mark on the martial arts and the world. We have made a mould of the original key and have produced a perfect copy made of sterling silver. Added to one side of the key is a yin-yang symbol, and Bruce Lee's personal quote "Walcott" has been added to the other side, a tenet of Bruce Lee's vision and philosophical beliefs. We hope that you will hold this key dear to your own ideas and ideals, keeping Bruce Lee's vision alive. Open up the door to your own path to finding your own personal way. Let this key's energy guide you to your own enlightenment. Now also on the key, it has a little yin-yang. You might be able to see it better up there. Little yin-yang on one side, and Bruce Lee's famous quote, which we all know, we all use: "Walk on." You do know where that came from, don't you?
Let me show you, man.
Well, it tells you about it on brucelee.com. Walk on. There's a story behind this famous quote. In 1969, Bruce severely injured his back during a routine training session. He actually really hurt his back badly in May 1970 because he didn't warm up properly. He was told he could never practice martial arts again and may never walk normally. Devastated by this news, Bruce became a researcher of his injury, his body, and ultimately created his own path to healing. The journey was long and there were many ups and downs. At one point he took one of his business cards and wrote "Walk on" the back. He put this card where he could see it to remind him every day to move forward with his recovery. No matter what anyone else said, he would always walk on. It is from this year-long recovery period that produced much of Bruce Lee's writing. Since he was confined to his bed, Bruce would read and write constantly to stay active. In one of his writings, Bruce says, "Whether I like it or not,
Circumstances are thrust upon me, and being a fighter at heart, I sort of fight it in the beginning, but soon realise that what I need is not inner resistance and needless conflict. Rather, by joining forces to readjust, I need to make the best of it, walk on, and leave behind all things that would dam up the inlet or clog the outlet of experience. Later, when writing to a friend about his back injury, but with every adversity comes a blessing, because a shock acts as a reminder to oneself that we must not get stale in routine. It's not the situation that's the problem, it's how you react to it.
And obviously on the other card, like I said earlier, has a lovely picture of Bruce and Joe, and on the back it says, "To have in oneself no contraries is the climax of purity, no mind, no thought." Well, it actually goes a little bit deeper into that on Brucelee.com.
A Gung Fu man rests therein, and because he rests, he is at peace. Because he is at peace, he is quiet. One who is at peace and is quiet, no sorrow or harm can enter. Therefore his inner power remains whole and his spirit intact. The nature of water is that nothing mixed with it, it remains clear. If nothing ruffles it, it remains smooth. Definition: 1. To be one thing and not to change is the climax of stillness. 2. To have nothing in one that resists is the climax of emptiness. 3. To remain detached from all outside things is the climax of finesse. 4. To have in oneself no contraries is the climax of purity. No mind, no thought. Discard all thoughts of reward, all hopes of praise and fears of blame, all awareness of one's bodily self, and, finally closing the avenues of sense of perception and let the spirit out as it will.
It obviously comes in this little pouch. This is the Seattle sort of like logo, just the yin yang, and it says Seattle Junfan Kung Fu Institute, Kimura, obviously Taki, and Lee, Bruce. What a special gift. Now, I don't think they're making these no more. This is obviously Elias Bosch got me this. It was Joe Toranova and David Tadman that put this little gem together, and like I said, it's an exact replica, but how cool is that? Elias, you're a true gent, mate. Thank you so much for this. I will treasure this key. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. I love it. Thank you so much. Like I said, to little Joe, to Dave Tadman, and especially you, Elias. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Right, before I go, do any of you guys own the key to Bruce Lee's third Kung Fu school? Gung Fu school, should I say? How cool is that? It's so different. I don't exactly know where I'm going to put it because I'm going to want it on display somewhere. But I love that. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Right, as always, before I go, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help boost the channel. Comment. Let me know what you think of this. And let me know if you have any questions for Steve Kerridge about the forthcoming documentary, or any comments for Brandon Bentley. I will put a post out for both of them later on in the week. Subscribe to the channel, as I constantly keep saying. I want Stripey Rambles to grow a little bit this year, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. And of course, a special thank you to my amazing patrons. Guys, thank you. Right, with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Have yourselves an amazing rest of the week, guys. Much love. And I'll be back with another ramble real soon. You take care of yourself now.